Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first Aviator Michael Trip Report. I'm Michael, and today we are flying from Cardiff Airport here in Wales to Bratislava Airport in Slovakia, the capital of Slovakia, on one of their brand new 737 aircrafts. I am so excited. We're taking the bus right here to the terminal. This is going to be a fantastic trip report. I've heard a lot of great things about this airline, so let's go ahead and take this bus and get started. I'm so excited to hop on the plane, board this bird, and get to Slovakia. So the check-in process here at Cardiff, I found to be very straightforward. I think on the part of Ryanair, they did a very, very great job at setting this up. But also, I will say this was a very nicely designed terminal as well. Though I had my own issues trying to use the actual check-in machine. That's kind of user error, but that's okay. But also, as you'll come to see, the check-in line for security to kind of actually, go through the scanners and things like that was actually very, very long today. So lots of business for Ryanair today. But that's great for them. And as you can see, I got my ticket right there. So kind of once I got my ticket, I kind of took some time to walk around a little bit, see what else was there, but there wasn't anybody at the check-in counter. So it kind of was just security, and that was about it. So I just kind of made my way up those stairs and made my way to the security area, which, like I said, might not show in this clip, but it was quite crowded. It got quite crowded. So no TSA pre or clear anywhere to be found. So quite crowded. So, but either way, great service so far from Ryanair. So once I make it past security here, after this little windy line here, I'd like to see what's going on past security. What kind of coffee shops do they have? What kind of lounges are available to passengers? I'm kind of interested to see kind of what offerings they have. I know Ryanair is a low-cost carrier, so it might not be that much, but I'm just interested to see kind of what options are available for passengers that might want a more elevated experience. So let's see if we can get some coffee. All right, so I'm at the scanner right now, getting scanned by one of Ryanair's, I would say, pretty friendly employees. She's been doing a fantastic job with everybody here. And so going through here, checking everything out, and then I'm going to walk over to the gate area. I mean, this is kind of where you go before gates 3 through 15. And I think there are some coffee shops over here, Costa Coffee, W.H. Smith, the little bookstore, and stuff like that's over here as well. So I'm kind of interested to see what that's going to be and kind of what offerings they're going to have. And just kind of walking over here by the Costa Coffee and where everything is at, it looks like no one is working the coffee stand, unfortunately. And I really can't get any coffee, and it really seems like people are over there in line and they can't get anything. And as we kind of walk further down here by the W.H. Smith and some other gates that aren't being used right now, it looks like no one is over there either. So this is not great for Ryanair, unfortunately. But hopefully there's some pretty good service on board, and I can kind of use their buy on board program. But it looks like the flight's about to board, so let's just see what's going on. So as we're getting in line to board, and you just saw me there talking to the gate agent about the information for economy passengers to board, I just want to shout out their great employees here at Ryanair that have worked so hard and make sure this flight continues to run smoothly. I'm kind of looking forward to looking at the economy experience for a regular passenger on board Ryanair, knowing that they have this kind of stigma of being a ultra low-cost carrier and not really having the best service. I'm interested to kind of break that stereotype and see exactly what kind of service Ryanair can provide on one of their medium-haul European routes. It's just a pretty somewhat common route for them, so I'm kind of interested to see kind of what they can offer and kind of how good their service are, their buy on board program, and things like that. So stay tuned. So I'm just walking up one of Ryanair's infamous air stairs they use to not have to pay for the jet bridge or the jet stairs at any airport that they fly to. It's actually built into their 737s, which I think is pretty interesting, pretty cool. But welcome on board one of Ryanair's many 737s that they use to take passengers all across Europe. I am not a European, but this is a very, very interesting experience for me personally. I'm really excited. I love the interior. The seats look amazing. I mean, this is a very sleek, very nice cabin. Legroom is going to be very, very tight for most economy passengers, everybody's economy. But luckily today I am sitting in exit row. I'm having trouble finding my seat or even fitting in the seat before I got in the exit row. But nonetheless, very, very tight leg room on Ryanair, especially if you're a bigger person like myself. But an exit row is always the way to go on Ryanair because it just gives you the most space. So, and you'll see that here. But their planes just look fantastic, and their cabin crew is just very, very nice, as you'll see later in this video. So awesome, awesome so far. Very, very excited for taxi and takeoff. So after a quick and wonderful safety demonstration, we kind of got buckled into my seat here, and I kind of was able to watch the plane taxi. And actually, this plane is really cool. It actually has different taxi modes for the player to actually toggle at different times, which I think is really, really cool. So props to Ryanair on this. I mean, I think the user experience on board, I think, is very fantastic. The cabin is very sleek. You just wouldn't expect it from a low-cost carrier like Ryanair. They're trying to be a serious player here in Europe. But this is really fantastic. I'm excited for the buy on board program, as well as when we get to cruising altitude, what can we expect? I don't think there's going to be Wi-Fi on board, which is okay, but I'm excited. We'll see how this takeoff is, and we'll get to our cruising altitude, I'm sure, pretty shortly. So, and also let me know in the comments, what do you think about this flight? And be sure to like and subscribe to Aviator Michael, the channel, for more trip reviews and trip reports just like this. And let me know what your thoughts are about voice trip reports as well on Roblox. All right, so we were finally cleared for takeoff. It was a pretty long hold and taxi there, but I'm so excited to get in the air. I'm excited to try on, like I said, that buy on board program and see exactly what Ryanair's offerings are at cruising altitude. I always like to book an economy class, especially on airlines like this, and also on most airlines, to let everyone know what is the average experience on every airline. American, Delta, United, Ryanair, British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, all the major airlines, British, American, whatever, because I think it's important that we highlight the real and average perspective on most of these mainline carriers, because I think that's what most people are flying these days. It's not first or business or anything like that. It is mainly a economy class experience. So I'm kind of interested to see exactly what those offerings are, giving my take on that, and seeing those nice meal and beverage carts roll on down and get the service started. My favorite part of any flight. But the camera views today are quite fantastic. They did a great job, like I said, the different camera views that the plane offers, of the wing, the engine, the gears, things like that. It is really, really great. They did a great job doing this. I think everyone can agree on that. All right, I see the cabin crew down there getting those beverage carts ready, getting the galley cleaned up, and serving those passengers in the front of this bird. So, yeah, I mean, I got the steak and chips, and I got some Sprite, and quite frankly, I was very impressed with their buy on board program. I mean, the IFE was fantastic. That was on screen. The menu was very, very easy to read. I mean, it was straightforward. They had candy, they had microwave goods, they had all kinds of desserts and brownies. I'm trying to watch my figure and shape. I'm just kidding. I gotta keep that physique up, guys. But anyways, no, I mean, it was great. I mean, the Sprite was great. I mean, the food was just fantastic. So it definitely makes up for not having anything on the ground at the airport. But this is going to be a very quick flight. It's going to be kind of a quick service and then back down on the ground again. But I mean, this was a great flight. I mean, I thought the flight attendants were very, very friendly. They took care of mainly everybody's needs, though when I needed them, sometimes they didn't really come. But I mean, it was just kind of a busy flight. I mean, that's what happened. So other than that, I mean, great service by Ryanair. I was pretty impressed. I will definitely fly them again when it comes to their food. And all right, well, guys, this is our landing. This is our approach. Quite frankly, Captain really buttered this one. I mean, this was a really, really great landing by Ryanair. This was not their typical Ryanair landings, if you know what I mean. But this was a great flight, guys. This was a great first trip report, and thank you so much for watching our very, very first trip report here on the channel. We're going to be bringing you a lot more trip reports just like this. But if you liked what you saw today, be sure to give us a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel and put in the comments what you liked about the video. Tell your friends about it. This is a brand new growing channel, brand new thing we're doing. So be sure to like, subscribe, share the video, and we will see you in the sky.